Scott here from the Fragrance Channel. Scott, Aromatico, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining me. Today I am talking about the brand new 2021 release from Ralph Lauren called Polo Cologne Intense. So stay tuned. It's Scott here once again. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you're just stopping by or you're brand new, a big hearty thank you and a big hearty welcome. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're one of the OGs, thank you so much for sticking with me. You guys have been with me the whole time on my fragrance journey. Thank you. So before I dive into the review, I just wanted to say, if you are a fan of anything having to do with fragrance related content, then boy, you have found the right channel. This is the channel for you. Here we do unboxings, we do top 10 giveaways, we have fun with the family. We do all kinds of things having to do with fragrance related topics. I do interviews here, we do giveaways. We just have a lot of fun and we like discussing fragrances. So if you want to be a part of my family and you want to come with me on my journey, then go ahead and hit that red button down below and subscribe. We'd love to have you and it would be my honor. So also, if you get any value out of this whatsoever, please go ahead and smash that like button good and hard. Share the video with your friends and family. And now, without any further ado, let's do what you've come here for. Let's talk about the new 2021 release by Ralph Lauren called Polo Cologne Intense. All right, guys, and I don't have a full bottle, but what I do with all these 2021 releases is it's my policy to sample. If you're new to the channel or new to the fragrance world, then you are going to learn this very quick, because if you buy a lot of fragrances, man, you are going to get stuck with so many fragrances you just don't like, and then you're going to have to try to unload them, and that's super hard. So shout out to my boy Mo, Chef Mo from Chef Gents. He provided me with this sample and I've worn it today, tested it out to see how I like it. And so this is the best way for you guys to buy fragrances. And as I've said, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I want it to stick with some of you. And also, you know, some of you may be joining me for the first time and you need to know this. I know a lot of you would not buy a car without kicking the tires around and taking it for a test drive. Let that be the same for you with fragrances. Take it for a test drive, so to speak, kick it around if you will, and just get to know it before you drop $120, $130, whatever, $100 on a fragrance, and then you're stuck with it. So when you spend $8, $10, $12, whatever a decant is, then, you know, at least you're not stuck with it, and it's just this little vial, and you can't go wrong with that, guys. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and spray this tester to give you my impressions of it. And like I said, full disclosure, I've worn the fragrance already, but let me just tell you what I think about it. Okay, so I don't have a full bottle of the original, as we call it, Polo Green in my collection. That is a fragrance, if you look at some of my older videos, that was a fragrance that helped me along the way on my fragrance journey. A lot of us have had that fragrance at one time or another. It came out in the 80s. It was a gem. It's what Ralph Lauren is known for when you think of fragrances as Polo Green. That was their original fragrance that they came out with, and it was one of my favorites. You guys know how intense it was. And oddly enough, this fragrance is called Intense, but that one was just really dialed up. It was very green, it was very woodsy, very resinous, and I just liked it. It had this nice green pine scent to it, and it was just amazing. It was classic, it performed well, and so it's been a while since I've gotten my nose on it, and I haven't owned a bottle in a while. So I went to the store and tested it out to see what I thought, to see if it was worth picking up. And I smelled it, and it's very similar, but it's not how I remember it. It is still strong, it still kicks, it still lasts. I sprayed, at the store, I sprayed a little bit on me and walked around, and it lasted for a good 4 to 5 hours on my skin. I was really surprised. But again, there's something off. It doesn't quite smell like what I'm used to. So after smelling that, because I wanted to make sure I got my nose on it before I smelled this, there's definitely a difference, okay? The name Polo Cologne Intense on this, for me, is a little bit misleading, but I'll get into that. Let me tell you what this smells like. So basically, this is fresh, it's green, it's just slightly woody. Freshness in this fragrance is what I really detect, okay? This one lasts for a couple hours, but that's what I'm talking about with that it's misleading with the word intense because it really doesn't last all that long. I got about 4 hours on my skin and then it faded away. So to me, what this EDP is, it's a little bit smoother than the original. It's like they made this for a newer crowd, a younger crowd, today's crowd who has never really smelled the old one, or if they did smell it, they said, oh, that reminds me too much of my dad. That's the cologne of the past. So I think they tried to cater to a younger, newer crowd today, something that they might enjoy. Because basically what this is this is Polo Green dialed way down. The resinous, pine, it's just not there like it was before. It's real smooth, and I'll tell you what, they've also got some ambroxan in this, and on the dry down, I get a little bit of that Dior Sauvage vibe. Just a little bit. But basically, it just smells like a nice, clean shower gel. And to me, that's nothing real exciting. It's kind of disappointing, actually. Do I hate this fragrance? I don't hate it. Would I give it a thumbs down? No. Would I give it a thumbs up? No. I'll keep it right in the middle. Is it worth having? I don't know. It depends. If you already have the original, you probably really like that one, and you're probably not going to like this one. If you've never smelled it before, I think you're going to like it. So it's basically Polo Green just toned way down. It's a little bit of Ambroxan heavy, and I know a lot of you hate Ambroxan because it's so synthetic. But again, it's just a nice fragrance. Let me tell you, I'll put a picture up here on the screen so you can see it, and let me tell you the ingredients. In the top, we've got mint, grapefruit, and basil. In the heart, we've got clary sage, thyme, and violet leaf, which gives it a bit of a powdery vibe. And in the base, you have that Ambroxan, and you would think with the Ambroxan it would last a little bit longer, but it doesn't. There's a little bit of patchouli in this, which gives this a little bit of an earthy vibe. And of course, you got the vetiver, which is where you get a little bit of that greenness from. So there you have it. Okay, guys, so when can you wear this fragrance? Now, if you'd asked me about the original OG Polo, that's a fragrance that you want to wear, to me, in the fall and winter and in early spring. This fragrance, I believe, can be worn in the spring and the summer because, like I said, it's very fresh. It's a little bit invigorating, and it's just clean. It's just a fresh and clean scent. So to me, this is for the spring and summer, no doubt about it. It's Polo, but toned way down, so you can get away with wearing it right now. Let's see, what else do I want to say? So basically, that's it, guys. That's my impression on Polo. As far as how long it lasted on me, like I said, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I got about 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, nothing special, projected at an arm's length. So really, again, I'm going to say it again, broken record, intense is kind of misleading. It's just a smoother, toned way down version of the original Polo. So those are my impressions. That's what I think about it. Just my opinion. Do I think it's worth having in my collection? No. Would I buy it? Yeah, because I'm crazy and I just want to own all the fragrances that are out there. But it's kind of redundant. You don't need it if you already have the OG. And like I said, this is kind of similar to my review of Les Parfums by YSL, which is also a 2021 release. Same thing. It's basically a dialed down version of the EDP. So here we have two 2021 releases that I've already reviewed, and to me, they're just in the middle, kind of lackluster. So those are my opinions. Hey, let me know down in the comments. Have you guys gotten your nose on this one? What do you think? Do you like it? Are you a fan of the original Gangsta, the Polo Green by Ralph Lauren that came out in the 80s? I know I am. I really like it. I may have it back in my collection. Like I said, when I tested it, it didn't really smell like what I'm used to, but I might buy it just the same. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the love, all the kindness, all the support, even the hate. It's okay. Bring that too. I don't mind. Give this video a thumbs up if you got some value, or give it a thumbs down. Either way, it doesn't matter. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me where you're from. Tell me who you are. And if you need anything, just let me know. I'm here for you guys. Love you so much. Nothing but love and respect. And just subscribe to the channel, hit those bell notifications so this video gets into your feed, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Remember to always be yourself, as long as yourself smells good, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.